What the fuck is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to talk about believing in yourself. There is no reason not to believe in yourself. Basically, believe in yourself. Today I was having a pretty rough day, and it wasn't necessarily anything that was, happening in my day, but it was more like my mindset and my mentality. And I just went to a dance class, and I was having fun there, whatever. But then at some point, I kind of started to doubt myself. I didn't perform as good as I would like to have performed. And after the class, I started to doubt myself, and I sort of got into this stream of negativity. These negative thoughts were kind of attacking me. That inner critic that is constantly telling you you're not good enough and is always judging you, and all these nasty things that it tells you. I was kind of in that loop, and you know, I, and then it didn't make me want to upload any videos today. I've been consistently uploading for a little bit. I would say about a little bit more than a week. And today I really didn't feel like uploading because I was just in that mindset. And when you're in that mindset, it kills creativity. It doesn't make you want to do anything. It really inhibits, life from expressing itself and, from living your life fully. Because you're just doubting everything and you're just in fear, so you don't want to try anything and you don't even want to connect with people. It's a really dark place your mind can get to. Um, and ultimately, I kind of somehow made this shift that made me basically want to make this video now, and it was just basically believing in myself and realizing that you know when you believe in yourself, there, there really there really is nothing that can stop you. And the doubt and the fear is just all almost like an illusion. It's not really true. And you'll be doubting things that are in the future, that are not the present moment. And for me, it was like, okay, like what's going on in the present moment? What do I have to do now? What do I feel called to do right now? And it was to make this fucking video. So, yeah, man, there is no reason you shouldn't be believing in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, it's like the best feeling ever. I mean, there is no better feeling. And when you don't believe in yourself, it's betrayal. Um, it feels so wrong. It drains your energy, and like I said, it really limits your life. And so, and honestly, not believing in yourself just comes from you know past experiences or certain conditioned a certain conditioning that happens to your mind that makes you believe you're not enough. And that's either maybe society has told you you're not enough, maybe past experiences have told you that you're not enough. But the truth of the matter is that you are enough. You're capable to do whatever it is you want to do. You're talented enough to do whatever it is you want to do. And I firmly believe that's the truth. And if that's the truth, then it's like, why are all these doubts and like, why am I doubting myself? Why are you doubting yourself? And you know, and that sort of just hit me where I'm like, man, there's no reason to doubt myself because that's not even the truth. And what do I gain from that? Where's the productivity in that? There is nothing productive about that. There is nothing that you gain from, allowing that inner critic to beat you up. Absolutely nothing to gain. Um, like I said, it just takes away life from you. Um, you think that you're being safe and you're being smart and secure by letting the inner critic run your life, but in reality, it's actually gonna ruin your life and take your life away. And so it's really important to not let this inner critic stop you from living how you truly want to live. And that starts with believing in yourself and realizing that what that inner critic is telling you is ultimately not true. And yeah, man, I don't know. I just felt like sharing this today, uh, just because it's so powerful, and I'm hoping that I can continue to consistently upload these videos on YouTube. And I think consistency is a big thing for gaining belief in yourself. And those days where you don't want to do that thing, but you do it anyways to just stay consistent, I think are the most important days. And today was one of those days for me where I feel really empowered because even if I'm doubting myself, even if I'm doubting this video currently right now, I'm still going to press record. I'm still going to talk into the camera. I'm still going to try my best, and I'm still going to click that upload button and eventually upload it on YouTube. And so that's really, for me, that's very empowering because it's like, oh man, like I'm doubting myself, but I'm still doing what I deep down want to do. So, I don't know. I'm assuming it teaches you how to, I guess, how to overcome the doubt and not let the doubt be the driver of your life, right? Because when you're doing something and, when you're doing something creative or something that is creative or truly you, uh, you're going into the unknown, right? If you're not just following what somebody tells you, like a regular job, which not some people for that's for some people, but if you're going out and trying to do something creative and entrepreneurship wise, whatever, then you're gonna have to really believe in yourself, and the doubts and the fear are a part of the process because it's inherently in the work, right? It's uncertain, right? So when you're chasing something that, you know, is uncertain, the doubt and fear is completely normal. It's a part of the process. And the whole point of the process is to try to overcome the doubt and the fear and still create even within that. Eventually to the point where you kind of get used to it and you learn to overcome it every time and let that whatever expression or creativity come out and flourish. And whereas like a regular, like let's say a stable job that someone has, like you're not going to have a lot of uncertainty, and so therefore there's no doubt or fear, which is like, all right, cool, like you have a secure life, that's awesome. But then, is that really fulfilling? Is that really meaningful? Is that really you? Is that really authentic? Whereas somebody who's chasing something that is uncertain, it's like, I don't know if that's gonna work. But then, you know, that's where the most reward is at, in my opinion. And of course, if it's uncertain, of course there's gonna be doubt and fear. But I think people that ultimately end up succeeding or being great in whatever endeavor they do are the people that, choose to go into that uncertainty, are presented with that doubt and fear, and still, even with the doubt and fear, continue to still persevere and chase what they want to chase because they ultimately believe in themselves. And that's really, that is really an inspiring message because imagine somebody who, they had no doubt and fear and they were just, confident their whole life and it was all secure and stable and then they make it to the top. I mean, cool. But is that really inspiring? No. The inspiring stories are is like, like an underdog story where somebody like came up from like a hard upbringing and, they're doubting themselves and, they go through these trials and errors and, they keep failing and failing, but every time they fail, they get back up and they get back up and, everyone was doubting them and then eventually they finally did it through all the perseverance. So, all that to say that there is no reason not to believe in yourself. And, you know, that's just really something that you have to try to tell yourself every day and try to work. You have to constantly talk to yourself and steer your mindset back in that direction. But man, when you do, it's very beautiful, and you can get so much good stuff done, and you can feel so alive, and do meaningful things, and I feel like you're progressing. Not feel stuck, and feel like you can actually you know pro- progress and move out of that situation. Um, and yeah. So, anyways, that's all I want to say, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I am enjoying making them. So that's really good. And yeah, stay blessed, guys. Stay at peace. Spread love, peace, joy, all that beautiful, amazing, wonderful stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.